Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a flow for lower back pain. So let's go ahead and get into it. Don't forget to save this so you can come back to it anytime you need it. But I know you're probably ready to get into it, so let's go ahead. We'll start in child's pose with our knees apart and our big toes together. As our arms walk out, our forearms and our hands, our palms resting on the ground, fingers spread out, as well as our forehead is on the ground. Perhaps closing the eyes if that's comfortable, maybe wiggling around a bit, just really meeting ourselves on the mat here. Taking a few deep breaths. Our mantra today will be, I feel good. Come back to it whenever you need a moment or a reminder as to why you're taking this time for yourself or why this flow could be important to your lower back. I'm hoping this is a mantra you can take into the rest of your day or maybe even your week after doing this flow. Inhaling, we'll come up to a seated position, finding our sits bones comfortably on the ground and crossing our legs, maybe wiggling the sits bones around a little bit so that they're firmly connected with the earth. Inhaling here as the shoulders come back and down, crown of the head reaches up. As we inhale, exhale, releasing any tension that may have gathered in the shoulders or the jaw. On the next inhale, bring the arms up over the head, reaching as high as we can, still keeping those shoulders down and away from the ears, and the crown of the head is still reaching up. Inhale here. On the exhale, drop the right hand to the right side, keeping the shoulders even. Place the right hand on the ground in a tented position. Inhale the left arm up, up, up. Exhale and fold over to the right side until you feel a nice stretch in that left side body. Inhale the arm back up to center, bringing the right arm back up, reaching and bringing the shoulders down and away from the ears still. Inhale here. On the exhale, dropping the left hand to the ground as the palm tense above the ground and the fingertips support the palm. Inhale as the right arm reaches, shoulders staying even. Exhale, folding to that left side, feeling a nice stretch in that right side body. On the next inhale, come back up to center. Bring the arms up above the head one last time together, wiggling the fingers, reaching, maybe wiggling, reaching one arm high, one arm lower. Exhale as the arms come down by the sides. Set the palms gently on the knees. Inhale here. On the exhale, drop the chin to the chest, exhaling. Make sure the spine stays straight. The crown of the head is still reaching out, trying to make a long line. On your next inhale, bring the chin to the right shoulder. Looking down towards the shoulder here for a nice stretch in the neck. Exhaling back down to center. Making sure to keep the spine long. Inhaling up to the left side. Chin comes to left shoulder. Exhaling back down. Moving with our own breath here. Inhaling the chin up. Exhaling it down. Making sure to keep the spine long and lengthened. On the next exhale, come back to center and hold center. Look all the way up. Look all the way back down, making sure to support the head with the spine. Inhaling to look up one last time. Exhaling to look down one last time. And inhaling the head back to neutral. From here, making sure the spine is lengthened, the shoulders are down and away from the ears. The tailbone is tucked a little bit so the core is activated. Inhaling here. Walk the hands out in front as we exhale into a cross-legged forward fold. As far as is comfortable today, where you feel a stretch in the lower back. On the next inhale, come back up to center, sitting all the way up. Cross the legs the other way, so bring the inside cross leg to the outside to the inside. It might feel a little bit funky, but that's okay, it's just for a second. We'll inhale here and walk the hands out so we can stretch the other side. Making sure to exhale as we go further into the stretch. Perhaps allowing the forehead to fall down, and maybe closing the eyes if that's comfortable, or just finding a soft spot to gaze at where nothing is distracting. On the next inhale, come back up to center. And from here, we'll roll forward onto our hands and knees, finding our wrists underneath our shoulders and our fingers spread out so that they're gripping the mat. And there's a little bit of space here between the palm and the mat so that we can achieve Astabandha, which is a stronger yoga grip that helps us to keep from sliding and helps us keep proper form. Keep the knees underneath the hips as we inhale, rolling the shoulders up and back as the belly drops and the head looks up. Inhaling. On the exhale, roll the shoulders forward, push the ground away as the spine rounds towards the sky and the chin tucks towards the chest. For cat-cow, moving with our own breath, inhaling to drop the belly, look towards the sky. Exhaling to round the spine and tuck the chin to chest. Maybe wiggling around a little bit here, moving the hips from side to side, or moving back and forth. Perhaps tucking the toes and lifting the knees up just a bit. Maybe wiggling the spine forward and backward. Really finding a cat-cow that works for you as we inhale and exhale with the spine. On the next inhale, come back to a neutral spine, bringing the back to a straight position. Crown of the head reaches out in one long line from tailbone to crown of the head. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, bring the big toes together. Push the knees out wide and push the bum back towards the heels. Laying the forearms down and the forehead down for child's pose. Taking a few breaths here. Perhaps using our mantra, I feel good. On the next inhale, come up to all fours. Coming to a neutral spine, the crown of the head reaches forward and the core is a bit activated, the tailbone tucked. Inhale here. Exhale as we bring the left foot in between the hands toward the left side and lean forward for a low lunge, lengthening that back leg and feeling a stretch in the thigh as well as the front of the back leg. Maybe tenting the hands or bringing the hands up to the knee. Inhale here. On the exhale, come back down, framing the hands around the front foot. Bring the front foot to meet the back, coming back into an all fours position. Taking a breath here. On the exhale, bring the right foot forward in between the hands, leaning forward so that the knee is over the ankle, lengthening that back leg as we feel the strong front leg support us and the back leg support us with the shin and the top of the foot. Bringing the hands to be tented or all the way up to the knee, not putting much pressure on the knee, just having the hands rest there. Keeping the hips even. On the next exhale, bring the hands down to frame the front foot. Step the front foot back to meet the back as we come back into all fours. Bring the big toes together, push the knees out wide, and bring the bum back to the heels for child's pose as we lay the forehead and the forearms down on the mat. On the inhale, we'll come up to our knees, sitting back on our heels, taking a minute to adjust, bringing the shoulders down away from the ears, reaching the crown of the head up, making sure the tailbone is a little tucked so that the core is activated. Taking a deep inhale. On the exhale, pushing up to a kneeling position, making sure the knees are directly underneath the hips, supporting them about hip distance apart. Bring the hands to the back pocket or lower back area. As we inhale here, bringing the shoulders back and down and pointing the elbows way back so that they point out from the shoulders. Inhale here. Exhale, lean back a bit here into the hands, pressing the hands into the back and the back into the hands. If you'd like to go a little bit further, reach back for that right heel with the right hand, inhaling the left arm up in the air, keeping the shoulders even. Looking up towards the sky. Inhale back up to center, placing those hands on the back pocket area, and everyone coming back to center from whichever pose. Inhaling here, exhaling, pushing the shoulders back, elbows down and back, and inhaling one more time, exhaling as we lean back into the hands. If you'd like to go a little bit further and try the other side, reaching back for that left heel with the left hand and reaching the right arm up in the air, keeping the shoulders even and looking up towards the sky. Inhale back up to center, bringing the bum back to the heels and coming to a seat on our bum, bringing the soles of the feet together and the knees out wide. Inhaling here. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhaling back to center. An option here for one more forward fold, or if you need a bit of a deeper stretch, bring the soles of the feet to the mat, the knees out wide, push the bum up off the ground into the center between the heels, bring the hands to prayer as the knees push into the elbows and the elbows push into the knees for a Malasana squat. If you're in a Malasana squat, go ahead and bring the bum back down to the ground, bring the soles of the feet together and the knees out wide. Inhaling here.
Coming back to center from our forward fold.
Exhaling, we'll bring the feet back behind us, sweeping them back, sitting on the heels, and coming back into another child's pose, walking the hands out so the forearms are on the ground, and laying the belly down in between the thighs. Taking a few breaths here. Go a bit further and get a bit more of a stretch here. There is an option for puppy dog pose. Bring the bum up in the air and walk the hands forward as the forehead stays on the ground and forearms and the shins and feet stay in place. For a bit more, bring the chin to the ground and look forward for a chest stretch as well. If you're in puppy dog pose, walking the hands back, bringing the bum to the heels, and coming back into that child's pose. Push all the way forward, coming to lay on our bellies. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, not supporting any weight, but just simply underneath the shoulders. Fingertips slightly gripping the ground, bringing the tops of the feet and the thighs to press into the ground. Inhaling as we raise the shoulders, push them back and down, and use the back muscles to raise the head off and the chest off the mat. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. The eyes are the last thing to come up. It's not a high lift here. We're more looking to find a stretch in the back and strengthen the back muscles so we have less lower back pain. From here, bring the arms down by the sides, palms facing up. Inhale, bringing the forehead to the ground and floating off with the chest. Hands using the back muscles to pull off the ground. Exhale down. We'll move with our own breath here, inhaling up into Locust, exhaling down. If you'd like to go a bit further, you can inhale up, grab the ankles, inflate the chest, and allow the shoulders to come back for bow pose. Engage the core to make sure you protect your back. If you took bow pose, release. On the next exhale, leave the forehead down on the ground. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Push up and back into a child's pose. From here, flip the right palm over, drag it towards the body, and slide it under that left arm for thread the needle. Inhaling, bringing the threaded arm back out, flipping the left palm over, bringing it back towards us, and sliding it under that right hand as we lay down for thread the needle on the other side. Inhale, bring the left arm to untuck from the right, and bring the palms back out, pushing the palms into the mat as we push ourselves back further into the child's pose. Taking some deep breaths here. Come up to all fours. Sweep the legs around and have a seat. Slowly laying all the way down. Bringing the knees into chest. Grabbing onto the toes, the feet, or the ankles, and allowing them to come up for happy baby. Maybe stretching one leg out straight, one leg out bent, maybe rocking side to side, closing the eyes down if that's comfortable, and really starting to relax here. Feeling a lot of pressure released from the lower back, perhaps even adjusting the crown of the head so it's reaching up as we tuck the chin to the chest a bit to give our spine more room. Taking a few more breaths here. On the next exhale, tuck the feet in and bring the knees to the chest as we hug our knees into the chest. Maybe rocking side to side, rolling one way and then the other for a little lower back massage. Inhale and bring the feet straight up in the air, flexing the feet as they float straight up above the hips. Bring the hands down by the sides, palms facing up. Taking a few more breaths here. And slowly bending the knees as the soles of the feet come to the mat and walk out wide as the knees fall together. Slowly walk the feet into center. Inhale, looking up as we slowly and gently lift the lower spine off the mat and scooch it slightly to the right side, and then allow the knees to fall to the left for a nice supine twist. Perhaps taking the left hand on top of the right leg for a bit of an extra twist. Inhale back to center. Looking towards the sky, lifting the bum back to center. Inhaling here. On the exhale, making sure to look towards the sky to protect the spine as we lift the lower back up and scooch it to the left a bit. Allowing the knees to fall to the right for supine twist on the other side. Inhale the legs back to center, scooching the bum over just a bit so that it's back to its neutral position, wiggling the hips a bit, maybe windshield wiping the knees, dropping them from one side to the other as the feet stay in place. The hands stay down by the sides, palms facing up. Straighten the legs, bringing the right leg to the right corner of the mat and the left leg to the left corner of the mat. Closing down the eyes if they aren't already closed, and if that's comfortable. And finding a few moments of stillness as we release the tension in our jaw, our shoulders, our torso, our hips, our thighs, calves, ankles, and feet. Reciting our mantra if that's something that you took. I feel good as we lay here on the mat. If you need a bit of help focusing, the mantra might be good to focus on. If your thoughts start to wander or other things start to creep in, come back to that mantra, I feel good. Allow everything else to be there later because it will be. Don't worry. Coming back to the breath. Focusing on how nice and good it feels to breathe. I feel good. Wiggling the fingers and the toes. Focusing on how the movement might feel a little new. I feel good. Bending the knees. Bringing the soles of the feet together and allowing the knees to fall out wide as we feel any lower back tension that could be left release. I feel good. The arms up above the head, reaching the fingers. Allow them to lay down above. Slowly folding over to the right or left side as is comfortable, allowing the arm to become a pillow and the knees to fold together into the chest. Perhaps fluttering open the eyes if you're ready. Thank you so much for flowing with me. I hope that this yoga flow helped relieve your lower back pain. Don't forget to like and save this video so that you can come back to it anytime you need a little lower back relief. I hope to see you again for another flow next Wednesday.